Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my house for the next 36 hours or so, sometime tomorrow afternoon. This is where I live, right here. Well, it looks like the rain is a little bit ahead of schedule. That's okay. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule too. I left a little early this morning. I didn't trust Mother Nature, and I was right. She's all the time out to get me, and I figured today would be the same. I was right. So far, so good, though. I've got my top up. Probably have to put a couple more poles here and there, you know, to make the pitch better, a little tighter. But other than that, we seem to be okay. So far, so good, anyway. Yeah, I might need a little pole right here. But I've got started to get the inside set up. I've got the bed in place and the stand for the TV. Toolbox is what it is, camping gear. And getting ready to do the set up the Starlink real quick, and the rain started, so I figured it's a good time for a little break. Makes sense, don't it? Check it out, though. Pretty good little spread so far, huh? Looks a little weird, but hey, I don't care. I've got, you know, house, got a porch, shed, garage, one ATV garage. Yeah, we're doing good. Need to move my weed eater a little bit more. Getting wet there. Thought I had him out of the rain. Yeah, so far so good. That's the only problem I've had. I left my chair out earlier and it got rained on. Had to throw a towel in the seat, but other than that, that's the only problem so far. Got all the weed eating done. And yeah, we're started. We're well on our way, that's for sure. Looks like, you know, looks like someplace you could hang out for a minute, don't it? And look at that. Just look how inviting that looks. You know, you just want to take right off up through there, don't you? Of course, I guess if you're not used to, you know, this kind of stuff, you know, it's real West Virginia wilderness right there, you know. Some people probably thinking, oh no, Leo, it looks foreboding. Don't go in there. There's monsters and crazy hillbillies that's going to get you. Of course, it's ridiculous. You know, there's no such thing as monsters. And I know all about the hillbillies. I'm one of them. They're not going to bother me. So, yeah. Yeah, they're not going to chase me. That's you guys. It's not our fault, man. I've said that before. If y'all quit playing that stupid banjo music, we would stop chasing you guys through the mountains. You know, for those of you who don't know, think it's us playing the banjo music, chasing people. No, we hate banjo music. It's tourists. They come down here and play banjo music, and we have no choice but to chase them. Can't help it. It's a hillbilly thing. That's a little better. Not that it mattered, but, you know. Alright, let's button up here, close up shop, and load up and go hit the foreboding trail filled with crazy hillbillies. Yeehaw. Old logging road, no doubt. I see a lot of deer tracks. There's supposed to be a bunch of bear up in here. From what I'm told, there's a bunch of bear. You know how, like, you've been in those houses where, like, people have roaches and they just walk right by them and you leave as quickly as you can? It's like that, but it's not roaches, it's bears. Okay, looks like we need 2 hands for a minute, so I will be back. Yeah, left at that intersection. Okay, remember that. Y'all getting all this, right? Don't let me get lost, okay? You guys keep track of the turns and stuff, all right? Counting on you. Well, if you were looking for a really cool natural stopping point to shoot some video, you could do worse, right? Check this little spot out. I may be forced to come back up here and camp. I may have no choice but to put me a tent right about there. Look at that. No sun at all. It is super bright. You know, you step out into the sun, it is super bright. It's 80 plus, you know, warm, hot in the sun, hot in the tent, no doubt. But under the canopy here, it is super cool. It is nice. Check this out. I looked in here just a second ago. There's deer tracks, but look down in here. Something went down in there after some of that water before it dried up. See it right there? Looks like a raccoon, maybe. They have longer, they're like almost fingers. You know, very... Just look at that. Imagine that filled with water gushing down it. I'm sure it does too. I'm sure it gushes all the time. And look at this. Looks wild, don't it? Just the sounds and birds and bugs and about it. Birds and bugs. Haven't seen any bears yet. Hopefully. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Alright, let's move along. Just thought. That's what I was looking for. Right there. It's an old coal mine Keith showed me the other day. I got it on video, so, you know, I don't have a flashlight with me right now, and I got it on video the other day. So, you know, y'all can check that video out if you want to. We both went in and had good lights and looked around and, you know, crawled through and under and, you know, all that good stuff. But anyway, I was thinking, planning, camp right there at some point. Why not, right? Camp right in the coal mine. Why not? But anyway, I just wanted to see if I could, you know, we came through the other day, you know, just one time. You know, I've only been here once. I wasn't sure, you know, if my sense of direction could bring me back to it again, but apparently so. Where the hell am I? Great view. Nothing else. Check that out. Yeah, I'm not really lost. Yet. Not yet. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. That black around the bottom of it usually indicates a leak. And you can smell it too. Let's get on out of here. I've seen worse though. Definitely seen much worse. We are up there now, ain't we? Do not turn right. It's a long way down. way we came in or what? Y'all were looking, right? I wasn't looking. Wait a minute. Been that way yet. Interesting. Huh. Okay, I'll be back. Let's go run some more trails. Man, look what a coal seam right there. Great big one. Coal everywhere up here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, scientifically proven, that's the way to go. That is 100% the way back to camp. I've scientifically proven it. That's it right there. All right, let's go. Well, that was a nice little cool off ride. Happened to notice though, I figured I'd better get back to camp. It's kind of thinking about getting a little bit cloudy, and I know for a fact there's definitely, well, it's supposed to be, you know how the weatherman is, supposed to be some bad storms on the way in for this evening and tonight, and I am totally not ready for said thunderstorm. I've still yet got several more straps I need to put up and a couple other little things, and I guess I can't really spend the whole trip out trail riding, right? Not what we came here for. Part of it, I guess. Part of it. Wanted to go see if I could find that old coal mine. Yeah. Nice little, I love this little thing. It's CF Moto. It's a C-Force 400. This is, when we got this, was the cheapest real ATV you could get, you know, 4-wheel drive, 26-inch tires, you know, all this other good stuff. But I mean, this has like 12,000 miles on it, and my Can-Am has about 14. I've put all kinds of stuff in the Can-Am. I think I put $40 in this thing. The front diff actuator went out on it, $40. I think that's all I've spent. Other, you know, bushings and oil changes, a couple belts, tires. Other than that, it just runs, you know. I put a 1,000-watt mini amp on it. It's got 4 250-watt full range speakers. Of course, you gotta have the saddlebags and heated hand grips, and you know, there's the stereo controls there. But you've also got to have the gun rack. You know, you can't be a hillbilly if you don't have a gun rack on your ATV. We will revoke your membership card if we find out that you have an ATV without a gun rack on it. We will take your hillbilly card right now. I got that one down and a couple other little drains and hooked up the Starlink. Look here. Get back to radar. Zoom out. Look at that. I said I wanted some rain. There's some rain. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's going to be a wild night. That's for sure. It's been a fun day. It's going to be a fun night too. Here we go. We got, what, I'd say another hour, maybe hour and a half before the wild stuff gets here. So yeah, the last minute things I need to do, now would be the time, wouldn't it? I can't think of anything. Can't think of anything. I could. I've got some more straps. This side here could use another one, but it's pretty tight. I've got 2 on the truck. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 straps. Got poles on that end, pole here and there. and the rest goes over top of the truck. And we're about to find out, ain't we? Well, guys, check this out. It is just about to get wild up in here, ain't it? It looks like a couple hours worth. It's about 4:30, so just guessing. There's some heavy stuff on the way in there. Cherry red inbound. I went ahead and I had another tarp with me. I had a 10 by 10 and tucked one corner up in there and just kind of draped it around underneath that one. Little extra layer. Turn some of that water. Apparently, yeah, it looks like some really heavy stuff, so I figured it'd probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and do a little bit more reinforcing where I can anyway. But I think it looks okay. We'll see anyway, won't we? We'll think it looks good until it floods. Yeah, well, should be a very interesting night, like I said. Just talking to Heather, you know, had the link up. She Googled whether they're waterproof. Apparently you can leave them out. It's okay, apparently. But I think I have enough shelter for me anyway. And my only problem is right here. Like I said, I would like to have put the door the other way, but I was afraid water might run in, and this way I can, in theory, get it to run out if I need to, you know. Hopefully we won't get to that point, but you never know, right? I was thinking earlier, might have to, you never know, just chuck the electronics in the truck and wait out a storm. You never know, do you? You never know. But either way, this should be really interesting right here in a minute, I do believe. Alright, I need to take one more look around. I guess I can go ahead and zip the windows up on the inside of the tent and batten down the last of the hatches, and I'll worry about fixing dinner after the storm passes. Should have another hour or so of daylight after the storm passes, so we'll just worry about making dinner then. Okay, wish me luck, guys. Here we go. Well, we got the first few drops of what will almost certainly be a monsoon. It looks totally wild on there. Hang on, grab the phone. Look at that. Bearing down, ain't it? A little bit meaner than I expected, but we should be okay with a question mark. So far, so good anyway. I got me a nice little spot, I guess. We'll see how the water, depends on how much you get, I suppose. Hear a little thunder. Now back looks good. Are we holding here? A little bit. Not too bad. Didn't go in the tin either. That's exactly what I was hoping for. But 6 inches too far that way. But I can live with that. I can live with that. I'm hoping, like I said, hopefully this way will help with the water running off the hill. We'll see. Yeah, like I said, if not, it seemed like a good plan at the time. But it looks like I've got about 2 hours of heavy rain inbound. That's the little country road right there. Just going by there, I'm off on a little dirt road off from it with nothing but wild behind me. Nothing but Absolute wild and wonderful West Virginia at its finest at my back. Of course, like I said, this spot is known for a bear or two. This area have been known to be, there's a mother and 3 cubs and supposedly a big male. And there we go. There we go. That's what we want to see. That's exactly what I was hoping to see. Self-draining. Reaches critical mass and goes down past the end of the tent. Perfect. Perfect. Now, the only problem, the only question is right here. Got a little dip, which I can move my pole out. Got a little pole right here. Might help. Yeah. Seems to be working. Nice. Gutters. They have to reach critical mass, but once they do. Okay. Inside, let's see, let me get some light on. See how we're doing. Better. Now, I don't see any drips anywhere. Looks good. Tent and 2 tarts over top of me. And a whole bunch of ropes. And we'll see if I've tightened it down enough to weather the storm, right? We're going to find out one way or another. One of those times where, you know, you wanted to rain. Here we go. Here we are. You still want it? Yeah, I still want it. Doing well so far. Heavy rain should be here probably about 20-30 minutes. A bunch of this was, you know, green, and then the yellows and reds behind it. Okay. Light looks good. Lightning. Alright, we'll see y'all in a little while. I'll be back when the rain picks up. Well, the monsoon has arrived. It's here. Look at this. Look at that. The monsoon is here. It's alright. I got my tent door closed. It's a little drippy. We'll just make sure. Don't want to get any water in there. And I don't need to be in there. I've got all my snacks and everything are out here in the truck anyhow. So I figured, got my TV set up right there. Figured I'd say, yep, it will work. How about that? We'll turn some music or something on. Watch some TV, start something cool. Look at that. And I guess need to get dinner going a little while. Okay, moving on. Although that rain is awful nice, ain't it? Here comes the creek. I spotted that earlier. I was hoping it would do that. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, we'll just video a minute. It's going to do that. And if it's going to do all that, at least I can do is hang out, right? Watch. It's a a little bit after 8 o'clock right now. Looky here, hang on. Another one inbound. Looks like about, what do you figure, hour and a half, maybe 2, something like that. This should be a much bigger than the first one. Should last a little longer too. And we'll see, right? We'll see. But either way, I actually watched a little TV. Just wanted to try it out and, you know, hook up the Wi-Fi, all that good stuff, and sat down. I was part of a movie I was watching the other day. Just finished watching it, just chilling. Went out and got me a little bit of firewood. Figure it's, you know, it's going to rain, like crazy rain all night tonight. You know, you probably ain't going to get a whole lot of campfire time, you know. So I figured I'd go ahead before it gets too wet out here, and just go ahead and have me a little bit of a campfire. It's a little bit early, not quite dark yet. You can start to see a little bit of a mist. It's going to be a very, very foggy night. It's going to be very foggy. It's going to be fun though. A little adventure and a half, huh? Alright, I need to get, got a little bit of lamp oil, citronella, in the tiki torch. And take a little bit of 3 or 4 pieces of toilet paper, put some of that lamp oil on it. Instant fire starter. Works really good. And keeps bugs away too. Why not? Alright, let's get us a little fire going and hang out. Enjoy the evening. Should be a really nice evening. Should be fun. Well, it's pretty good and dark now. Keith just came by a little while ago. The guy that owns the land. He just happened to cruise by. Said he saw me up here. Thought he'd come by and say hello. So, yeah. It probably looks like I'm about, an hour and a half, maybe. I doubt that much. From the rain getting going again for real. But working on some dinner right now. Get a little bit of light here. Got some homemade beef and noodles I brought from the house Heather just made. Just for this trip. Don't have to cook. All I gotta do is warm it up a little bit. I can live with that. Nice warm meal at the end of the day. And we'll let that sit there and simmer for a little while. And my fire's doing okay for now. Let's see. Here's a little one. There we go. You know, that did it. That's all it needed, was that one. So far so good though. It's looking nice. We're just waiting for the next storm to see what happens. Well, I turned a little extra light on. GoPro doesn't do real well in low light situations. So yeah. Check this out. Look at that. It's coming. Look at that. Big chunks of beef. Yeah, cracked pepper. That looks really good, don't it? And even managed to get some bread here without crushing it. What you do is blow air into it. Here we go. It looks good, don't it? There we go. Very good. Nothing like a hot meal at the end of a day like this. You know, some hot food. Especially something like that. You know, beef and noodles, that's really good. Really rich. Very good. Well, all I got now, sit back, hang out by my little fire, and got my tiki torch going, and just kind of chill out for a little while and wait for the next rain to start. It's like waiting for the next movie at the theater. Alright, let's eat some dinner and yeah, eat fast, I guess, before before the weather turns bad. But should be a fun night. Well, it's about 11 o'clock and I've got my fire cranked up, got all my lights on for the GoPro, and guess what? Guess what? We're getting close. This should be the bigger one. Look at all that. Does not look very friendly, does it? I got my fire cranked up. I figured I'd just go ahead and throw, you know, what little bit I had left, go ahead and throw it on there. Now or never. Go ahead and enjoy my fire while I can. Now let me get a light. It's better. Enjoy my fire while I can. Got me a nice warm one going for now. We'll see how long it lasts, so once the rain starts here in a few minutes. But I should be good to go in here. I'm gonna move that chair back in there and use it like a, you know, little nightstand, that kind of thing. Just put junk on, get me some snacks in there and all that good stuff, and ride out this storm. I will be up until the storm stops raging. You know, I'll be up and I'll be online, still got the Starlink up, and yeah, this should be a very interesting night, huh? Be online and everything out here in a tent in the middle of the storm. All right, so be it. I see a big spider. I see a lot of big spiders, a lot of ticks out here today. I've had 7 or 8 ticks on me. Nothing latched on, you know, catch them before then, but still, you know, yeah. Rain, cold weather, wet weather tends to bring them out, I guess. That's that time of year. You know, wintertime camping, you don't have bugs in the winter. Hey, it's raining. Look at that. Ooh, it's cold rain too. Ooh, yes, get back out of that. Cold rain, not good. Not a warm rain at all. Mean rain. My gutter's working great. Saw a lightning flash. I'm tripping over tent stakes here. See if we can catch some lightning. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Get an arm wet for nothing. Fine, forget it. What are we doing? Pretty good. Pretty good so far. Have to do something with that, won't I? Puddling. And close this side of the tent up. Yep. Oh well, about time to move in anyway. Alright, be right back. Coming down out there now. How's my canopy doing? It's good. It seems to be okay out there. Look at that, I got a creek running down right beside of me. And under me. Look at that, and under me. Going right under the tent. That'll work, as long as it's going under the tent, not in the tent. We're running off pretty good. Yep. Seems to be okay so far. Look at that. And a nice touch with the thunder. A little lull here in the action. It was pouring really hard. Just got in, got buttoned up, got my floor a little bit wet, but not too bad. Okay, I guess move back in, settle in, get comfortable, and find me a movie. Relax a little bit, maybe lay back and watch some TV, listen to the rain. Sounds pretty good, don't it? Sounds like a pretty good plan. Thunder and all. Listen to that. It's a little bit loud. Just a little. Check this out. Look at that. It's all stream. There's like an inch of water all the way around me. I'm good though. I'm dry as a bone in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Look at that. There's a creek running down there right beside my tent. It's running off pretty good. The gutter's working. It seems to be okay there. It fills up to a certain point, and then the weight just brings it all off the end together. Not like that. Wow, there's a lot of water, oh ain't it? Put the fire out. It's a lot of rain. It really poured. It ain't done yet. It's just now getting going. Gonna be a wet night tonight, y'all. That's okay though. Some trees blowing. That's okay though. Let's see. That. I need a remote. The phone. Drinks in reach. Okay. Assume the position. There we go. And we just lay back and listen to the rain. watch a little TV, have some snacks. Sounds pretty good, don't it? It does sound pretty good. Almost makes you sleepy, just the sound of it. Very cool. See why people like tin roofs. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna watch me a movie, check one out anyway, see what I see, and yeah, progress on through with the night, right? Okay. We seem to be okay. We're not floating yet. Floor's got water under it, but it seems to be okay. Well, good morning. It seems as though I did not float away. Came close, but not quite. I mean, it really rained last night for hours and hours and hours. But I checked on my tarp a couple times just to make sure that we were turning water properly. And the little gutter over there worked good, right here, and straight off the back. Worked great. I mean, the storm just raging all night long, and just so loud, you know, it sounds like there's a train coming through your tent. But it's just the rain. You got to watch stuff like this too, you know, doing tarps like that. Because, say like the door, if I leave the door open, that raises that side up, makes a big poof right here. This would fill with water, and the entire thing would come crashing down at some point in the rain if you don't have it, you know, staked out good and tight and got a good angle on the tarp. You're gonna pay for that. But anyway, I got up, and it rained just a little bit. It's what woke me up this morning, rain. But nothing looks to be changed, huh? Maybe the little ditch might be a little bit deeper today. This whole place, man, this is like an inch of water out here. Half-inch of water just flowing. Just one big blanket all the way going down the hill. It washed out a little bit right here. You can see a little bit where it got washed out. That red dog exposed. But anyway, we've got, it's about 68 degrees right now. It's not, you know, not cold or anything. It's pretty warm. But it's sun's supposed to come out a little bit later. I've still got some rain showers in the area. I hear squirrels. Wow, look at that big power line. I just noticed that trees hit that power pole right there, and this one here is hanging way down, all the way up through there. Just noticed that. But anyway, enough about power lines. All right, I've got my Starlink back up. Let's see, look here, the floor. Look how my floor is squishy from the mud underneath it. I got up last night, and you could touch this, and it was floating. And you could touch it and make it sink back down through the water just by touching it. But what I wanted to do is get that out of the way. Get my remote and snacks. My breakfast hot fries. Mother Nature sneak attacked me, y'all. She stealth bombed me. Just snuck right up there, didn't she? Look at that. Yeah, Leo talking trash. Let's soak him down real good. The ATV too, they're bragging on it about how never have to buy parts for it and then the ignition mess up on me this trip. Yeah, I see what y'all doing. Okay, we got one more little rain to get through. We're okay in there. Still got that hooked up. Just the TV and the power bank is all that's in there. Well, the camping stuff. And it's over, looks like. A very wet trip. Very, very, very wet, this trip. That was cool though, last night standing there looking out the little crack and just this whole area, this water, a few little tops of rocks sticking up, that kind of thing. That was wild. That bone dry in there, the floor, like I said, a little bit soaked up through the floor. And it looks as though the tent's going to be wet going home either way now, isn't it? No matter what I do, it's going to be wet either way. Oh well. Oh well. Everything else is okay though. I got everything else put away except for this little bit right here, which, you know, no biggie. But one more rain shower. Okay. So be it. I can chill out just a little bit more if I'm forced. Okay. It's break time again. I thought it was work time, but nope. Break time. Okay. At least I got me some hot coffee. Here we go again. What is going on? That little bitty thing, hang on, zoom in. It's already passed. The rain's just now coming down. This satellite image was taken at 104. It's 111 now. It's already past me, but the rain is coming down now. And it's off. Someone flipped a switch and turned the rain off somewhere. That is cool. Now, well, a little bit more rain. Once, how's that saying go? Yeah, whatever, who cares? Okay, I guess I can get some of my little stuff, that and oddball things like that, go ahead and get those put away while this is clearing out. I'm thinking the sun will be back out again here in probably about a half an hour, and get my tent open back up and continue on. Of course, I can work everything from here. You know, I've got the remote for the TV, and for the power bank, I've got, you know, an app on the phone. I could sit right here and work everything. Okay, looks like it's passing. Still got some drizzle, little light stuff. See how that's coming out? Look here. That was a huge. I just hope that turns out on video, even remotely as wild as it looked last night. You know how GoPro is at night. They suck once the light's gone. They're not the best. But it should still be pretty wild looking, I would imagine. Creek's back again. Just had my little indoor-outdoor rug drying. Okay. It was almost dry. It was. At least my shoes are dry. It's getting a little cleaner. A little bit cleaner. Here it comes. The sun will be out and it's going to be humid as hell in about a half an hour. Okay, alright, well, at least we ain't got a whole lot to do anyway. We're, 80% there. 75 now? No. 40. 40%. Never mind. We got a long way to go. Okay, see y'all in a little. Well, I've got my mess cleaned up. Got everything packed up and loaded up and ready to go. Check out you can see where my tent was, the muddy spot, how the soft. Yeah. Great little trip though. Lots of fun, lots of rain, lots of adventure. Ta-da! Backed it all the way down, even got it flipped around just to show off for you guys a little bit. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed our little trip. I thought you guys were really great company, and I would like to formally invite all of you to come along next little adventure. And yeah, I think you made it much better. This little goofy camera hanging out talking to you guys in the thunderstorm, in the adventure, you know what I mean? Just the whole camera aspect, the YouTube aspect, the you guys aspect made it a lot cooler. Pretty cool though. It was pretty cool. Anyway, I guess I need to get on out of here. I got a little ways to go. Yeah, everything went well. Sum it up. The ticks, yeah, the ticks were a little bit much, the rainy, wet, but you know how that goes. Y'all probably heard that old saying, that thing about elf on the shelf. Well, how about a tick on your leg? Oh, I was going somewhere else with that, didn't you? Tell y'all the truth, I had that one in the barrel for about a week now. little experience I ran into with a tick made me think of that joke. Bit me on the leg. Alright guys, I guess that's enough fun and games for one day. Alright, we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a really great day, and Leo out. Goodbye everybody, till next time.